Big laps, 1,000 to win tonight for your B-Mods. Who's it going to be? How about the 05 of Lyle, the 5 of Dakota Foster? Here we go. Foster now as he slides up in turn number 2 as your early leader coming out of 2. Lyle sticks with him in the 05. Daniel Harris, the 07, the 49. Your winner last night, Patrick Royalty. There's your top 3 right now. As Harris, the 07, slips back the 12C of Clancy. And that 72 machine of Brett Lowry. Brett Lowry, the 72 down from Iowa, the 00 of Jim Moody beside him. But your leader here on lap number 2, it's Dakota Foster. Royalty now into second. Now here comes Patrick Royalty. The 12C of Clancy follows him around on that low side. 3 wide for third place. So Clancy, the 07 of Harris, and the 05. Turn 4 now is the 99 of Smith, the 45 of the Richard Strecker. Comes down through the infield in the R4 car, the 04 of Chad Walker. How many down, Sam? 3 laps down, 3 laps down. So Dakota Foster leads them down the front stretch again. Royalty hangs right with him, though, on that low side, catfishing down in the hub in 1 and 2. These guys looking for some moisture down there. So right now, Foster, still Royalty. Good battle for third, the 05 of Lyle, the 12 of Clancy. Harris, the 07. There's your top 5. Here comes Jim Moody, the 00. There's your top 5 cars right now. And the 03 of Brockway goes around on the back stretch. Chris Brockway in the 03 goes around. Chris out of the Warrensburg area. Warrensburg Chrysler, Cliff Harris. Turn number 4. Lyle, Royalty, your top 3. Here we go. Foster immediately down to that low side. Royalty slides up just a little. Daniel Harris now 3 wide for third. So Harris, Lyle, Clancy, Moody sitting back there as well. Good battle for third right now. Clancy looks like he takes that spot. So Stephen Clancy, your track champion at Central Missouri this year. Looks like some smoke coming off the 99 of Smith. Might be some tire rub. But meanwhile, Dakota Foster back as your race leader. That should be lap number 7. Royalty still hanging out right behind him. Clancy, good battle back here in 4th now. As that 72 car, Lowry down from Iowa. A lot of rain up north, so a couple of guys coming down tonight. Daniel Harris, the 07. Lowry slides up with Lyle, the 05, sliding back behind him. The 00 of Jim Moody, Gunnar Martin, 7J of Richards, the 94 of Ebert. This should be lap number 8 that time across. Still Foster, Royalty, Clancy, your top 3. You can see Dakota Foster now low. Royalty says, well, you can't beat him down there. We'll go to the high side. Let's see how it works up on that. So now Royalty about halfway up in turn 1 and 2, trying to get a run up there. Clancy, Daniel Harris. Again, Lowry, the 05 of Lyle, the 00 of Jim Moody, but your leader, Dakota Foster. Believe that's lap number 9. We'll get an official count later on. Having some problems with the electronic system tonight. So doing a lot of things manually here, which go back to old school, and that's fine. But the 14 of Grindstaff pulling off to the infield. Looks like the front right is broke. Not able to steer there, so he pulls off. Meanwhile, Royalty goes to the high side out of turn number 2. Here comes Patrick Royalty. Your winner last night, he battled it out with Foster in the 5. So Foster, Royalty, Clancy, Harris, and Lowry, top 5, Jim Moody, the 00. Meanwhile, back to your leaders. Here comes Patrick Royalty, making a good run here in turns 3 and 4. Patrick Royalty. Royalty, the 49. Foster in the 5, new race leader. It's lap 10 or 11. Oh, as Brockway goes around again here on the front side. Steve McDowell in the 22 also broke right front steering on McDowell. The 03 of Brockway, his night is done. Is a little bit of smoke maybe coming off the header area there. And Royalty brings them down the front stretch. It's Foster, Clancy, Harris, and Lowry, your top 5 as Dakota Foster now see if he can fight back with Royalty in that 49. Royalty, your winner here last night. Still Foster, Clancy, good battle for 4th now as Harris and Lowry on the low side. Harris up high, Moody behind him in the 00. Gunnar Martin, the 7 car, the 7J of Jake Richards, the 94 of Ebert, 29 of Jay Skay. So that's your top 10 right now. Back to Jay Skay, the 05 of Lyle. Rod Cordon behind him, the 96 of Cody Brill and Dustin Thulin, the 45. Meanwhile, your leaders, the 49 as Foster now trying to go to that low side as well. Foster now to that low side to see if he can make something work down there. So Dakota Foster, the 49. Yellow in turn number 1 and 2 is Brill, and the 96 spins around. Cody Brill. So the 96 of Cody Brill. Lowry in the 72, the 07 of Harris. Gunnar Martin, the 00 of Jim Moody, the 7J of Jake Richards. Here we go. 17 in the book, so just 8 remain. 8 laps remain. Now Foster gets a good run out of turn number 2 on that restart. Royalty looks committed to this high side. Foster gets a good run out of 4. Dakota Foster, your new leader on that restart. Dakota Foster in the 5. Royalty sticking to that high side right now, but Foster making something work down here, especially in turns 3 and 4. Dakota Foster with the move. Royalty trying to fight back on the mid to high side, especially in 1 and 2. Now here comes the 12C of Stephen Clancy. So any 3 of these drivers, but right now Foster, Royalty now trying to pinch down in 3 and 4. 5 laps remain that time across, so lap number 25 remain. Foster, here comes Royalty again. Royalty makes it work on the high side once more. Takes it down into 3 and 4. 4 laps will remain this time across. Lap number 21. It's Royalty now as your leader again. So now Royalty retakes it. Still Foster getting a good push out of turn number 2. See if he can make it work in 3 and 4, where Royalty is getting a better run up on this high side. Royalty, now it's still the 49er Royalty that time across. So Royalty, side-by-side action also for 3rd and 4. The white flag comes out next time across for your leader, Dakota Foster now in the 5. Oh my gosh, it's back and forth between Foster and Royalty. Clancy behind them with the 72 of Lowry, and then the 7 of Gunnar Martin into your top 5. But look at this top 2 as Dakota Foster with the white flag in your lead. Let's keep an eye on your leaders. It's Dakota Foster, Royalty now on the high side, coming out of 2 side by side. Who's going to be your winner tonight? Could it be Dakota Foster? We'll see as they come down the front stretch. Your winner tonight, it's Dakota Foster. The 49 of Royalty, the 12C of Clancy. It's the 72 of Brett Lowry and the 7 of Gunnar Martin. Your winner tonight, Dakota Foster. Excellent race there tonight between your top 2. Those 2 battled it out last night as well. So Dakota, heck of a battle out there tonight between you and the 49 Royalty. Just swapping the lead several times there, especially late in the race.
Yeah, running second more than anything. I didn't want to take another second, and I ended up finding something on the very bottom on that last restart. and car was better than I was, and able to get in victory lane. I can't thank Patrick enough for racing me that clean for the lead there. And we had a good run last night. We were off a little bit, and I think we found it for tonight, so I'll take it.
All right, congratulations, your winner tonight, Dakota Foster. Good run out of turn number 2. Gets a nose in front of that 87 of Fuquay side by side. As they come around turn number 4, your leader on lap number 1. It'll be the 90 of Terry Schultz. Schultz with the 87 of Fuquay now trying to fight back here. The 11J of Schiffelbein, the 68 of Dean Willie, and the 3J. Yellow comes out for the 12 of Nathan Vaughn as he comes to a slow up in turns 1 and 2. So I do believe 1 lap in the books. Nathan Vaughn will take it down to the infield. Looks like there's a problem with a flat tire. This 1 lap in the book here so far. Schultz will lead him down. He went to that high side. Let's see what he does on the restart as he climbs down low in turn number 4. Here we go. 35 big laps tonight for 3,000. Schiffelbein tries to make it work down on the low side. Lewis Jackson. But right now it's the 90 of Schultz, the 87 of Fuquay, the 11. Schiffelbein, the 68 of Dean Willie, the 3J of Lewis Jackson, your top 5. 1K of Carrick, the 26 of Blackburn. Fenawal in the 03 out of the tonight's qualifying. Pursley behind him, and then the 16 of Lyle on the high side. Back to your leader right now. It's Terry Schultz in the 90. Fuquay right now might just be hanging out there. Let's see what happens, though. Right now it's Terry Schultz. Fuquay gets a good run out of turn number 2 that time. You can see him kind of cutting off the diamond there off the high side in turn number 2 as he tries to get down below Schultz in 3 and 4. But there's Terry Schultz here, still your race leader. So Schultz, Fuquay, Schiffelbein with a great weekend so far. And the 11 junior car, here comes Fuquay. The 68 of Willie, the 3J of Jackson side by side. Here comes Fuquay in the 87. Darren Fuquay, still 90th. Schultz, your leader. Terry Schultz still using the high side. Fuquay trying to search around for a quick side. He's going low down here in 3 and 4 right now as Schultz slides up in 4. Still side by side action for your top 2. Fuquay and the 90th Schultz. As a car pulls off into the infield, it's the 40 of Jesse Willard. Yellow flag comes out in turn number 4. 51 of Joe Walker. The 16 of Chad Lyle pulls off. The 16 of Chad Lyle off. Be some problems on the right rear of that car as he pulls the Daco painting number 51. But Terry Schultz leads him out of turn number 4. Green flag, here we go. 6 laps in the books, 29 more to go. Here at Central Missouri Speedway in Warrensburg, Missouri, night 2 of the Labor Day special event, 3,000 to win for your Mighty Modifieds tonight. Right now it's Terry Schultz as your leader. Here comes Blackburn now, getting in down low in turn number 4. Blackburn now up into your top 5 in the 26 car. Here comes Kevin Blackburn side by side with Dean Willie for that 4th spot. Right now it's still Terry Schultz. Schultz as your leader coming out of turn number 4. Fuquay just behind him. Schiffelbein and now the 26 of Blackburn. I've seen him do this before with the 68 of Willie top 5. Pursley, the 3J of Jackson, the 1K of Carrick, the 03, and we get a car going around. It's the 30 of Dalton Kirk in turn 2. Yellow flag comes out. So Dalton Kirk, as he's going to pull back into the pit area as well. And now we go to Tony Bergstadt on the front stretch. You cannot pass. You can go side by side, but you cannot pass until you pass the cone here on the front. And Schultz leads him down. Here we go. Terry Schultz, the Blue Bomber out of Sedalia. Fuquay gets a good, decent run there on the top side in 2. Schiffelbein, here comes the 26 of Kevin Blackburn. Kevin Blackburn, now Fuquay says, up, I'm going to go high if you're going low. Schultz low, Fuquay high right now. Darren Fuquay gets a good run on the turn number 2. 3 wide for 3rd place right now with Fuquay. Gets a nose in front of Schultz now. Schultz now trying to hang on here. And it's Darren Fuquay now on lap number 10. Blackburn moves up into that third spot. So Kevin Blackburn up to third now. Schiffelbein back to fourth. Willie fifth. Pursley sixth. But your race leader, Darren Fuquay, up to the top side, was making it work up there. Schultz sticking down to the low side with the 26 of Blackburn. Almost 3 wide again for fourth now. Good battle back here with Schiffelbein, the 68 of Willie, and the 38 of Pursley. But your race leaders into turns 1 and 2 again. So Fuquay, Schultz, Blackburn, your top 3. Then Schiffelbein, Willie, Pursley, back to 6. Here comes Fenawal up into 7th now. Tim Carrick 8th in the 1K. 9th goes to Jackson in the 3J. 10th to Moody now. So from the B main, Moody comes up in the 6W up into the top 10 now. Here comes Jim Moody getting by the 3J of Jackson. Gets a nose in down there. Back to your leaders again. As now Schultz says, well, it's not working down low, so I'll go up high with Fuquay. So Fuquay still hanging up on that top cushion, especially here up in 3 and 4. He made the pass in 1 and 2. Got a good run back there. Oh, Kyle Westerhold comes out of turn number 2 in the 17 car, and now he pulls down into the infield area. Kyle Westerhold in the 17K. Here we go. Fuquay leads them down the front stretch. 14 laps in the books. Fuquay gets a good run out of 2 on that high side. Here comes Blackburn. Kevin Blackburn in the 26 gets right next to Terry Schultz down there. But Fuquay, your race leader, banging it off the cushion there on the top in 1 and 2. Now Schultz slides up there with him. Here comes the 26 of Blackburn, Schiffelbein, and then the 68 of Dean Willie. Here comes the 03. Now Johnny Fenawal with Pursley in the 38. 1K of Tim Carrick behind them, the 6 of Dean Willie, the 3J of Jackson. Back to your leader coming out of turn number 2 as the 12V of Nathan Vaughn pulls off on the back stretch. Fuquay still your leader. Here comes Blackburn now. Blackburn up to that second spot. Kevin Blackburn making it work down low here, doing some fishing on the low side, a little bit of catfishing on the hubs on either side of the track. You can see him coming out of 4. Terry Schultz side by side with him for that second spot. Halfway this next time across. This will be halfway. So this will be lap 17 this time across. With Darren Fuquay, your leader in first. Kevin Blackburn second. Schultz third. Willie fourth. Fifth, I think, went to Fenawal that time. The 38 of Pursley sixth. The 11 of Schiffelbaum seventh. 8th is the 1K of Carrick.
Lap 20 right here, lap 20.
Lap 20 this time across. Lap 20, so 10 to go. Just 10 to go now. 20 in the books. With the 87, still your leader. Darren Fuquay up at the front of the pack, pulling away. But keep an eye on the 26 of Blackburn. With Schultz just behind him, there's your top 3. Willie in 4th. And then Pursley now in 5th, in that 5th spot. Jason Pursley also using that low side. There's your top 5. Here's your race leader. Again, Darren Fuquay. Now Schultz tries to go back up to the top side, said, hey, I can't do anything down here. Sometimes he'll try to just cool the tires off a little bit, get into a little bit of moisture. But Darren Fuquay starting to pull away from the field here. Blackburn doing what he can down on the low side. He normally will make that work down there, but right now as Fuquay gets into lap traffic, the 7 of Anthony Tanner now goes a lap down. Anthony Tanner, that's an IMCA modified, by the way. Made the feature last night. But Fuquay, your leader. So Fuquay up into lap traffic, and the 97 of Brian Johnson pulls off on the back stretch. So the 87, your race leader. 10 laps to go now, just 10 remain. 87 of Fuquay, the 26 of Blackburn, the 90 of Schultz, 68 of Willie, and the 38 of Pursley now. That's the battle right now. Pursley side by side with Dean Willie, the 38 and the 68 coming down the front stretch now. That's for that fourth spot right now. Pursley and Willie. Behind them is the 03 of Johnny Fenawal. So we'll call that our top 5 right now as Fuquay does a lap down on Dylan Hoover in that 19 car. That slows him down just a little bit here with Blackburn now just closing in slightly. Not sure, but Fuquay on a different line right now as he goes down low. He might have got a glimpse of that 26 car of Blackburn down there. Let's see what Blackburn can do as Fuquay goes back up to the top along with Terry Schultz. So Fuquay in the 87, he goes low side in 3 and 4, kind of doing a little bit of a diamond here. Modified diamond, if you want to call it that. The 87 of Fuquay down low in 1 and 2 now. Schultz in that third spot with Blackburn still in second. Now Dean Willie, 68 with the 38 of Pursley. There's your top 5. And then it's the 03 of Fenwell, the 11 of Schiffelbein, and the 1K of Carrick. As your race leader, 5 to go, 5 laps to go. That time across for Darren Fuquay. Darren Fuquay was your winner here last year as well. Oh, Dylan Hoover in the 19 car. The 19 goes over turn number 2. Dylan Hoover, that brings out the yellow. That'll close up the gap. The 19. Cash. Will Darren Fuquay be able to make it 2 years in a row? He was your winner last year here as well. Green flag flies. Herschel Thompson, here we go, your final 5. And all the way down to the bottom, there goes Blackburn in the 26. Fuquay gets a good run on that top side. Schultz, Willie, Pursley, the 03 of Fenwell, the 11 of Schiffelbein, the 1K of Carrick, but your leader. Just 4 to go. For Darren Fuquay, 500 to win last night, could be 3,000 tonight if he can hang on here. This will be 3 to go this time across for your race leader, Darren Fuquay. The 87, your race leader, the 26 of Blackburn, the 90 of Schultz. Good battle for 4th back here. White flag comes out the next time across for Darren Fuquay. Brings it down the back stretch. White flag will come out for your race leader. Good battle back here for 4th between the 38 of Pursley and the 68 of Dean Willie. But Darren Fuquay, 2 nights in a row as he leads them down the back stretch. Here we go into turn number 4. The double checkers from Herschel Thompson, Central Missouri Speedway. Your 3,000 winner, Darren Fuquay. It's Kevin Blackburn. It's the 90 Schultz, the 38 of Pursley, the 68 of Dean Willie, your top 5. Great race here again tonight. 2 nights in a row. This Fuquay Trucking Herald Tires as he gets out of the car. Darren Fuquay, your winner tonight. Darren, I tell you what, that was a tough one tonight. You had some good competition up there with you.
Yeah, that's how you run the top without jumping it right there. It was a lot of fun. I love it when there's a cushion like that. You got to get up on the wheel, let her eat. It's my type of track. Whew, a little winded. I think I was holding my breath. I got to thank all my sponsors, Big Time Bell Bonds, Harold's Tire, Paisley Farms, TOS, Thomas McCoy, Albright. I'm probably saying people twice. Weekly Trucking. Everybody that's on the car, all my crew, stuck with me all weekend and got this thing dialed in. So.
All right, congratulations. You're doing great. Number 1 in USRA points right now. Congratulations tonight. 3,500 to win this weekend.
Also wanted to thank Earl for putting this on for us. This is the best playing track in Kansas, Missouri, anywhere around, and then all the fans and everything for coming out and cheering us on.
All right, Darren Fuquay, your winner tonight.